my name is Stacy Rose. I am a Yachty Jamaican. And I have a recurring role in Ballers on HBO.
That's awesome.
The Rock.
I would love to work with The Rock. Oh,
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah?
A gentleman, no airs, just really cool.
So you play Dr. Robbins, correct? So tell us a little bit more about your character and how that character plays into the scene.
So Dr. Robbins, I'm a neurologist.
Yeah.
So in the first season, Dwayne comes to me because he's supposed to get some results of some sort of head exams that he did because he thought that he had some issues. Comes to find out he was fine. But he just kept coming back. Lucky me. Just to talk, you know, he had dreams and other issues. So thankfully I came back in the second season because he kept coming back and had other issues that I guess I just rolled into playing a part in assisting him through.
How did you come across this role? Like, how did you become a part of this project?
So I've been acting for a very long time. I started acting consciously at night, a lot of theater, and eventually developed into film and TV. So here, I live here in Florida. When the project came up, I just got a traditional audition because as an actor, I think our job is to audition. That's what we do, 9 to 5, then 6 and 9 to 10, we audition. When you book the job, that's the gravy, you know, that's the big reward. So it was just another audition for me. I didn't even know much about the project, I didn't know who was in it. I just went, and to be honest, I thought from the breakdown, the description, I thought, I don't know if I'm right for this, but I'll just go anyway, because you always go, you know, you always go. So I went and, you know, all right, well, you know, I don't think I'm right for this. I got the call back, I was like, okay, I'll just go. You never know. You know, and when I booked the job, I was like, whoa, this is really cool. What is this job now? So that's what I did.
Sign up for?
Yeah, this is HBO. Okay, what exactly? And I still didn't know who was in it until probably, I don't know, a short time before we actually started shooting, maybe a day or so. I was like, who exactly is in this project? And I saw a bunch of names, like, okay, well, who was Spencer Stress for? Oh, imagine my delight.
Tell me more about your body of work. Have you worked outside of Miami?
Yes, you know, coming from Jamaica, I did a lot of work in Jamaica, you know, theater. Jamaica is a huge theater country. So I was fortunate enough to be involved with a drama group that traveled when I was really young. So we went to different parishes. So I had that experience of touring at a very young age. Not touring like how you tour here, but kind of grassroots touring. So that was really cool, you know, and hanging out with really great people. And then here, I had the opportunity. I went to Florida State University, and I toured there with the Black Players Guild. So you know, not too far, with Alabama and the southeast area. And then with film and TV, one of my most memorable jobs was a job that I shot in Eleuthera in the Bahamas. Just a tiny island, picturesque, just beautiful island. We were there for, must have been a month shooting. I mean, just one of the best jobs ever. The name of the film was Bad Girl Island. Well, it started out as Sirens of Eleuthera, then Mysterious, and I think it ended up as Bad Girl Island. So I play a cop investigating the mysterious stuff that's happening on the island. I have not worked in Jamaica since leaving Jamaica, and that's something that I would really love to do.
Do you want to go back to doing theater in Jamaica?
You know, I am not opposed to it. You know, I'm not opposed to it. Theater I love. I started in theater, so I really love theater. Here in Florida, there are a lot of great opportunities for it, but it's hard to navigate theater with a career in film and TV. Just because with theater, you're in place for 2 months, 3 months, however long the run is. You can't run off to shoot something. You know, you have to really. So right now, the economics of it makes it difficult to do the theater right at this moment.
Between Jamaica and the U.S., how, as an actress, what are the differences that you find in doing?
Well, in Jamaica, because I was so young, it really was just fun. I didn't really contemplate the industry there. But here, it's been an interesting ride. So in all honesty, I couldn't really compare my experiences here with there, because there it was just so much fun, and it was just so young, and
everything.
Yeah,
you're like, I love it.
nothing really. The business, I didn't have to think about the business of acting
Gotcha.
there yet.
Well, I mean, it's good to have matured in your career to a point where now that is, you know what I mean, at the forefront of priority. Oh, now it's a business. Now you're, you know what I mean, you're marketing yourself.
Right.
As an actress of color in this industry, you've been acting for a long time.
Yeah.
In recent times, the industry has opened itself up to more diverse characters, more diverse casts. As far as your appearance, how has the industry standards for your appearance changed?
You know, years ago, that was a real sore point for me. I thought I couldn't have been the only one, but I was so overwhelmed with that struggle, because as a woman of color, my hair is a 4C. So, you know, I have kinky curly hair. But it was difficult at the time that I was doing my headshots, etc., because I didn't feel that it was okay for me to represent myself that way. I started out with twists, so I had twists in my hair, and it took me a long time. I remember going to different hairdressers and thinking and watching TV and writing down, the types of black women I would see on TV and what their hair looked like. And very few people looked like how my hair naturally is. I had a little golden color to it. And I went with that, and it worked. But I was relegated to certain roles. I would get the teacher, or I would get the social worker, or I'd get the blue collar, the single mom, that type of thing. And I remember going to LA and doing some workshops where we actually got a chance to talk to casting directors, and I thought I had amazing headshots, and they agreed. But at the end of the workshop, they would tell us what they would readily book us for. And it was as I thought. The social worker, the teacher, the single mom, those types of roles. So I was getting a little frustrated with that. I wanted more, I wanted to do more, I wanted to experience more. So I decided to change my hair. So I got a weave, I became unbelievable. So I got the long,
I got this roll for 18 inches.
There you go. Just trying to, and immediately the types of jobs I got called for changed. I was now called for the leading lady. I was called for the, sometimes the best friend. The best friend could be Kiki Curry.
Yeah. The best friend.
I was a doctor. I noticed the change in the roles. And I remember going back to those same workshops and asking again what types of roles they would book me for. And it changed. Leading lady, love interest, changed completely.
When your hair was
when I was on the Google. So I just, it was a sore point for me, because I was like, as a woman of color, I don't look like this. This is not how I wake up every morning. This takes a lot of work to look like, and money to look like this. And I thought it's so unfortunate that the media or America maybe doesn't understand and appreciate the black woman just as she is. The way I am as a black woman with my kinky curly 4C and my features as they are. I don't have a straight nose. I don't have, my cocoa butter skin, etc. I just thought that I was not understood that way, or I was understood a certain way.
This is Txture Magazine. We are here with Stacy Rose.